Well, it's medication time for me. I'm not having a brilliant day with my asthma. I'm in the red of my peak flow, and I've done it 6 times just to make sure. So it's medication time, and I need to take my medicines. I need to take my inhalers now. This is QVAR. QVAR is a steroid inhaler. It's a preventative inhaler. I need to take this 6 times a day, 3 times a day, 6 puffs a day. It's how to get into the aero chamber. This is an aero chamber, and it's like a spacer and helps me take my medicines. I also use Foster, which is my very snazzy pink inhaler. Now this is used as a preventative inhaler and also a reliever inhaler. I can use this up to 8 puffs a day. I'm using 8 today as my asthma is not very good. So that's my Foster taken. Everyone's familiar with this inhaler. It's the common blue salbutamol inhaler. I can use that as much as I want. 10 puffs of this is equivalent to one of, I can't find nebs, little nebule. This is a reliever inhaler and relieves the breathlessness and wheeze in my chest. I'm going to use more puffs of that because I'm so tight chested at the moment. My temperature is 37.9, so I'm near, reaching a fever. I also take mucodine capsules. Mucodine capsules help break down the build-up of mucus in my chest and helps release it and for me to bring it up. It's a brilliant medication for me, and it saved a lot of time with when I am ill, because it's really painful coughing the mucus up. Just been put on some more doxycycline. Doxycycline's an antibiotic. It fights infection for me and gives me a boost to help my antibodies fight the infection I currently have. Bloody hell. So I also have Nasonex, which is a nasal spray, which helps clear all swelling in my nose. God, that stuff is horrible. I'm already getting the feeling like it's going to be a difficult night tonight. My chest is so tight. I know this is running 10 to it doesn't. My chest is very, it's in agony. I'm a bit concerned because my peak flow is isn't great. It's been worse, and my peak flow does fluctuate. Even when I'm really ill, I can blow 500, or if I'm not ill, I can blow 300. 325 is about my average, but as you can see, I am on 260. I've got one of the posh peak flows. I also have the old-fashioned big ones. They're not that great to use. I don't enjoy blowing into them. It brings on my cough. Now I'm going to use my nebulizer because my chest is bad today. It's better for me to use that now and before bed. I don't use it every day. I only use it when I need it. So I'm going to be using saline nebulizer, sodium chloride, which is basically salt water. That helps clear my chest. I'm also going to use a salbutamol nebulizer. I'm only going to use one, which is 2.5 milligrams. That should help my chest loosen a bit and get rid of cough and wheeze. So basically, this is a nebulizer mask, and I need to plug it in. Put that in there. Put in the medication into the chamber so you might be able to see it filling up. That's the salbutamol. And this is the saline. This one takes a while to go in. It's not very, don't give you a good squishy bottle like the other one. So basically, put that on, and put it down. Probably you can see the steam coming out. What this does is just release all of the stuff that's building up in my chest, and it lowers the inflammation levels. Where my chest is quite tight today, probably has a lot of work to do. But yeah, this is a nebulizer. You see my meds. I do take more, and I'll show you the rest of my medications later on. But this is one of the things I have to do on a daily basis. This is one of the things I do on a daily basis. Without these preventatives, I don't think I'd be here today. And Asthma UK is doing all this research into medications to help control asthma. Without these, I wouldn't be able to control my asthma, and it doesn't bear thinking about. Hopefully this cold isn't going to be too bad. It appears to be nothing serious as of yet, but only time will tell. Started on the antibiotics, which I don't think are having a huge effect really, because I've taken them so much. I think my body's growing other things. So yeah, this is the first part of my asthma diary, and already I'm ill and got a show for you. So now I'm just going to sit back and relax in my nebulizer. Afterwards I'll probably have chronic shakes. I think it's not too bad at the moment, but you can just see a little shake. Nebulizer shakes are quite common for me. It can go from anything from a gentle shake to great big tremors. That's one of the downsides of taking the medications. I suffer with tremors, and also rapid heart rate. Rapid heart rate is quite common with salbutamol. That's a bit of a nightmare. I think your chest is painful as it is, you don't need to be having more palpitations to add to that. So join me again on my asthma diary. Remember to donate to Asthma UK by going to the Asthma UK webpage and click donate, and hopefully they'll come up with more medications like this to help save someone's life. Thank you.